That's a fun one. Lehens has been a fantastic Lulu player over his career, so that's kind of a good throwback.
Like the call with them saying, you have to come into us. You don't have a choice. You have to engage into us. Because this is a full disengage call. The obvious downside is they have 0 engage. They have pillar.
Yeah.
That's about it. The Kiteback is great for this comp.
Hey, no. Do you know what engage is? Realm warp into the middle of the enemy team.
Okay, but you don't want to do that though.
But what if you did?
Well, you would. Well, I guess Lulu can get a 5-man knock-up.
Am I right?
Nice.
Am I right?
Or, you know, you...
Kingen flashes in, Lulu gets a 5-man knockup?
Well, okay, or...
Cook him?
What most likely happens is then the Alistair knocks you up and then Aurora grinds you into...
Oh, don't... Yeah.
There's also a Shockwave Atlas. The more I think about it...
Everyone? Which is kind of nutty. So, let's get on to the Rift, game 1. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. On to the Rift for game number 1. It's Malbok today. So this is one of the days where you're just supposed to eat chicken soup. Should be fine.
You got a decent amount of damage onto
True.
the runners.
All right, flash up pulse does come on through here. There's the Paranoia right on top of the Lulu, and she has nothing to do. Wasn't even able to press any buttons, as you can see.
And also did not have level 6 as owner.
Yeah, there is a pillar coming on through here. There's a Realm Warp over. Secured by Gideon. Quite nice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Command Dissonance coming on through. There is the curtain call as Calyx tanks the first one. Gideon picks up the second. And there's the headbutt forward from KERIA. Finds the double pole. And now T1 are closing in. Down goes Calyx. And the Unbreakable Will is there for KERIA, so they can't actually get any meaningful damage back. It does wear off. Takes a bit of damage there from the Feather recall. But still, T1 just having all the answers in this early game.
Might not be done.
All right, Polymorph is pretty good there onto Ona, who does just flash on top of Gideon. Deadly Flourish is blocked, but Gideon is still dead. Faker grabs that one. That is going to be Feats of Warfare. And at least G is getting some damage back on Gumayusi, but unfortunately it's just already over. And KERIA is teleporting behind Kingen as well. Equalizer goes down. There's another Between Worlds to be thrown through here for Doran. And Harpoon not going to land. Headbutt Pulve holds him in place. And T1 4-0 in this early game.
Oh, they're just better. They're just better, Atlas.
Yeah.
We can say it in many ways, but that whole sequence, they just got outplayed. So it starts off with an attempted play. Case, you know, it's a 2.5k gold lead, but it is a 2.5k gold lead at 11 minutes. And the NONGSHIM composition, I think, is reliant on not losing full control, because I think that they can have a decent time, like, reclaiming territory, but they can't force. Like, this composition can't really force things because of, well, they don't have engage.
Yeah.
So you do need to have a semblance of control so you can push out your lanes and be in an objective and then contest.
Well, there is a Shockwave, Headbutt, Pole, Paranoia, and a Wild Growth is there to answer. The fear comes in, and he actually had Phase Rush, so it actually gets him so far out. And
Nocturne all-ins is all Kingen.
All right.
There's no TP, or no ult for Doran.
Finds one of the Harpoons. Flamespit is good, and he silences himself to silence Doran. That is a solo kill coming through from King, and great teleport in. The fact that Gumayusi and Ona are just like pure T1. At least KERIA does have, you know, him and Doran both playing for DRX and blah, 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 things like that. So Ona now getting taken down to 50% health as Lance being annoying. Equalizer comes through. That's good positioning. He was holding on.
Wait.
Oh my god!
He got
the steal on the Herald as well! And it's barbecued Nocturne. He turns out the lights, but he's still dead. No, I'm not going to. Not yet. Not even one.
How about now?
Because now Faker could be in trouble.
How about now?
Shockwave just pulls Gideon closer. And Lands is there for the backup, able to tank up the turret as Gideon able to get himself out of there. Now this turret could be under fire. It is still feats of strength going over to T1 because Doran got the bottom out of turret. But still, NONGSHIM are getting more.
Are we surfing?
I mean,
the triple whammy of getting the... Oh boy.
Well,
he does
Kingen
not have flash.
Is no longer alive.
Oh, there's also no turret. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
So, how, Kingen? How are you there? Drake's up. You know they're gonna go for Lance. I don't think you win this one.
He was engaging
With the wave.
Yeah.
When Drake is up.
Yeah.
Into Nocturne.
He was just practicing, because that's how they're going to have to engage, because they need to convince T1 to start a fight.
Their engages have actually been just as someone... Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Oh, no! It's just special delivery for the Trundle. He does flash away, but the Paranoia is there instantly, and the Shockwave will silence him. That will mean that T1 should be able to get Double Dragon here very comfortably. No Smite's going to be there. T1 just turning back on again once more. Oh, the headbutt taxi! Flash pole to make sure that he gets both bottom laners. Still, the hands keep... Never mind. It is curtain for NONGSHIM, as that is not the TP that Kingen was looking for. Deadly Flourish will be flashed. So at least he survives, but at what cost? And the answer is everything.
You love me that very early Serpent's Fang. That's into Lulu, into Rumble. That's
and
great
Rise
stuff.
as well. No Seraph's value. It's kind of huge.
That's good stuff. Like that a lot.
Well, Doran getting baked here just a little bit underneath the turret.
Oh, I've seen this one before. Oh no.
Well,
wait. It's Lahans.
Lahans.
Well,
he is going to what dead?
Lahans. Get that greedy for just a ward. I don't. There has to be more. I don't know, Atlas. NONGSHIM with the Hail Mary Otacon.
That's sometimes what you gotta do. Paranoia is actually back off cooldown as well, which is kind of ridiculous. As, oh no, they're going between worlds and they are just getting melted. The Realm Warp to get some of them out of there, but Otacon is just here. Thanks for the leash. As Doran really felt like NONGSHIM deserved something, as Deadly Flourish will be avoided. NONGSHIM are at least able to get out of their own play.
Oh no.
Never mind. Oh, never mind. Oh, God. Oh, God. Shockwave is available. Calyx looking for a little bit more, but Gio is going to be able to get out. We'll see whether Calyx can do the same thing, and he does.
Oh, that wasn't so bad. You know how when, well, the end of that. You know how you, when you have to like call your dentist, go for dentist appointment?
Oh, KERIA will face check. But then he just flashes in. Shockwave going to connect onto 2. That's actually the combo. It's not the Orianna Nocturne, it is the Orianna Alistair. And the curtain call coming on through as well. So much damage out of T1. Never you mind. They are just going to take this inner turret off the back end of that play. And it felt like the tempo vibes had switched. But I imagine the T1 fans were like, no. T1 were just having a bit of fun in the mid-game.
Atlas, I'm not going to lie, I think even we knew it was a bit of a stretch, but we wanted to believe, because it would have been fun.
It would have.
The game is no longer in that realm. As Calyx maybe gets a turret?
I think Doran just ulted for a cannon. That's what it kind of felt like.
I thought Calyx was going to ult out, but I guess he just phase rushes it off.
Just walks away. I respect it. It is still going to be an inner turret, so a bit of money going back towards NONGSHIM, but a bit of money is not enough to alleviate this 7,000 gold lead. Our first Cloud Soul of the day is obvious.
But then you look at oh, God.
Oh, well, got the crab, which is pretty cool. Headbutt does get Gideon out of there. Lahans, 5 seconds on ulti. Thankfully, Gideon is going to be able to make it out.
Mayhaps.
Without worrying too much.
Maybe a little playable?
There's a lot of weird stuff going on here. Well, there is going to be a really good pillar placement to try and block off KERIA. Redemption as well is decent, but it's a two-man Shockwave as Gideon will finally press R. It is both junglers falling down, but now the curtains are being called, and oh God, it's just a bloodbath. As T1, yeah, Doran just going to bounce on over. Misses one of the buttons pretty ridiculously, but it is no worries at all. It is only Kingen left alive. And Baron now going to be attempted here by the bottom lane at T1.
Jhin, guys. They need help.
Yeah. KERIA may just die to Baron.
They can't do...
Yeah.
Oh, is that the first time Baron has Gumatch? And again, my whole thing was going to be, I can't believe that they gave Gumatch in.
Oh, dear.
And then, yeah, Kingen's dead.
Yeah, he is very dead. It flashed prior to that.
Right, you can
KERIA, Nico or Bard.
Which is, both of those statements are true.
Yeah, but you also can't give him Alistair. You definitely can't do that. That's just, that's illegal. Gio is just likely dead to Doran here as Featherstorm comes down. They do manage to get the Wild Growth to land on him before he is very dead, as they outrange the curtain call as well, but the Paranoia still comes down. Another Pulverize to set up onto Calyx. He goes golden to try and absorb it, but now Gumayusi just gets in range to auto-attack him, and down goes the Rise very comfortably.
16.
Not bad. 17 out of 19 on the kill participation as well. It's a pretty good number. As Kingen is back, he wants to try and get some barbecuing done onto KERIA, but it doesn't really
You know, there are games when a player would get previously a POG.
Yeah.
After a performance like this, and sometimes you go, God, that was a narrative vote. You know, oh, it's because he got... No, in this game, you can't say... You would not be able to say that.
I think even if KERIA just chain feeds in the next game, I'm still giving him POM. Because this Alistair performance, this is what Mata used to do. And it's very cool because now he's coaching.
He actually won 3 lanes.
Yeah, and this is what Mata used to do. It was just like, nope. And oftentimes it was after they've lost a game or something like that, as T1 will take down the Nexus. And then he just wanders around on the cow, and everywhere he goes.
And the game was done from that point on. As
Faker did so much damage, man.
He did. I thought it was going to be Doran with all the farm
How do you
doing.
triple the damage of a Rise?
Well, Calyx did not really get to play the game.
Bit of a throwback.
I can hear your lack of enthusiasm, and I will, but KERIA's Poppy is open.
Huh. That makes it.
KERIA's Poppy is open.
So is his Soraka. Fear the Nana. No, it's not happening. It's going to be a Poppy, at least that is the consideration for now, and that'll be locked in.
Into Wukong, Gwen, and Kalista, you just got it right.
Yeah, and the Corki. I mean, not a lot of, like, the Renata doesn't care. So there we go.
That is true.
Otherwise, yeah, Poppy is kind of feeling like a masterstroke. You can also do a lot of what KERIA was doing in the last game on the Poppy as well. You do also get to do taunt delivery, which is kind of awesome. You find a good angle, you just heroically charge them into a taunt in mid lane, and then Faker can get to work. This can, yeah, combo into a lot of different things.
Yeah.
The Kalista game too.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
All right, we're here. Under the Rift for the second game of this series. NONGSHIM trying to stretch it to a 6-gamer on the day. That is what we all want. Don't know whether we did immediately look at the summoners. I was like, that is less fine.
Yeah, he also didn't have to flash, so I think Calyx pretty happy with that sequence.
Yeah, not too bad. Teleporting back now. See what he can actually make of this wave. Is actually Faker going to get dashed on here? It's a lot of damage. Yeah, no flash available to flash forward. And that is first blood and a solo kill to Calyx on this call.
Honestly, I'm supposed to know. You can just, you know, make jokes. It's fine.
I thought that was both of us.
Well, I think there's more of a burden on me than there is on you.
Okay. Well,
but it is both of us. Yeah, but I wanted to take the heat off you.
And I wanted to take the heat off you, but I'm happy with information. But does he have an option?
1 minute
The answer is
6.
yes. All right, there is level 6 as Doran takes a turret shot. There's some needlework onto Owner as they're still getting underneath here. The flash out of the needlework there from Owner is probably necessary as Lehens comes in. Heroic charge is going to miss. There's the public execution as Doran flashes for it and manages to get the kill onto his opposite number. Now Lehens is alone underneath this turret, but thankfully the minions are a little further away, but he has no way of clearing out this wave. So this is possibly just set up for yet another one, but the turret is going to help him out here.
I think Lehens is fine. I'm honestly a little disappointed with Kingdom there. I think he took so much free damage going in early. I'm pretty sure, though, I hope we can get to see the vision from his perspective. Lehens is really trying to not die, but also keep this wave in a good spot for his top laner, who is in a really rough position. I think he'll be able to.
Yeah, possible angle here. Hostile takeover does come through as KERIA and Owner get angry at one another, but it's not going to be a kill.
Yeah, game's getting a little silly.
It is, and this is continuing to be very silly. Okay, yeah, he's no cyclones necessary, nothing like that. Owner is just, as you say, dead.
I was trying to figure out like what was the jungler thinking.
They do like red buffs though.
Yeah, and also Owner has been caught in the enemy jungle. That's a second time in a row now. I say that as he is.
Maybe he thinks
in the
he's
enemy
blue
jungle.
side.
Well,
he's like, this is my jungle.
I don't think he thinks that.
He's like, why do when I press B, I keep going to the enemy base? It's so weird. Because now he's clearing his moved over.
Dive's cooked. Might be able to, I think, really do a lot to Faker there. Is
softening up King in here just a little bit.
Oh, no, these trades.
Still there. There's a public execution, but Gwen is immune. That is going to be useful here. Still, it's not going to be enough as he tries his best. a look at what our second one is going to be. T1 looking at Double Dragon, but I don't know whether they're
the
going to be
TP.
able to pick it up. As, yeah, the teleport does come in. Decent little taunt there as Gideon going to have to get himself out after this kill does come through. But Calyx was tanking the turret pretty beautifully there. And the Cyclone going to be able to get Gideon out of there. As Doran comes on over. Oh my god, it'd be so much money here if he picks this one up. Yep, 400.5 coming on through for Doran. As now Gideon, he's running. But the Warrior is not really enough of a trickster. And now it's a 3-0-1 Ambessa.
That he did. Oh, no, please, split, no.
Oh, God, okay. Well, Gwen is going to try and escape. As the middle work is going to slow down Faker here. He flashes and dashes, but KERIA is still just walking after him. The slows come on through, and the taunt will be enough to finish him off. There is definitely enough CC. And Owner is also going to be able to grab the dragon.
There you go. It is. Did you know?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I
just As Lehens is going to ult flash. The hostile takeover does come on through, but Doran is going to eat that with the ulti. Lehens likely to just go down here, unfortunately, and he will. Owner now looking for some opportunities. There are flashes coming out of absolutely everyone. Owner has just exploded, though, as the Cyclone comes on in. They are diving these turrets, and they're going to be successful as they do eliminate this Corki. Jiu is just hanging out in this mid lane. Kingan's in top lane, so they might be able to get some extra plates right before they are going to fall down. Yumiushi looking to do the same thing here towards this bottom side. But that was a weird play, but I think T1's still pretty happy with it.
Yeah, I took a look at the schedule, Atlas.
Yeah, man.
So they are facing KT next week on Saturday. That'll be cool. You know, T1 is onto Doran right now, so if he's not in the fight, maybe you can find an angle. I'm also looking at that Poppy, though.
Yeah, so are NONGSHIM. They're actually wanting to chase him down.
Pretty squishy. Let's go for redemption.
Yeah, he's going to be able to make his way out. Shelly is just going to be ignored for the moment. And at least Doran's in the bottom lane. That is good news for NONGSHIM because he is so fed. Has just a gigantic CS advantage as well. So yeah, if he's not in this fight, then maybe NONGSHIM do stand a chance. Jiu and Lehens back at it once again. Possibly a decent hostile takeover angle. He throws it out. Fate's call to try and save him as Jiu is going to try and get bailed out, but it does not work. And T1 are just leaving them on the floor. Gideon's going to go down. Doran just dashing like mad. He teleports in and people die.
That's the Crookload right there, Atlas.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! This TP's in.
He's on the Grump side of the map, baby. No one can kill him.
Well, I've heard the words of warning, okay? Dunda knows Grump is dangerous. It needs to be treated with respect.
But Grump is not Doran's weakness.
It's not his weakness.
It's
no,
Dunda's
it's Krug's.
Yeah, I don't even know whether now he's good at everything else as well.
Yeah, he's got a lot more well-rounded, I would agree.
So 5-0-3 on this Ambessa. Pushing that advantage further forward as T1 will grab Soul Point for free. Just no way NONGSHIM.
Now, don't be mistaken.
Test.
I'm still so. Doran needs to not be in the fight.
Got it.
And then 1.3k of the rest of the gold is on KERIA.
Faker is just going to try and kill Kingin. Let's see whether that works as he just flashes away. That was actually very cute observing as Calyx
Get him, Calyx!
is just going to come on over and try and finish the job. He will be able to do so as that taunt is not going to help. Meanwhile, T1 are just taking out
No, pan away.
Yeah. This is one of those things where don't check the minimap as On the Hunt comes on through and KERIA is epitomizing that.
That's my turret!
They're just going to save the turret.
Get away! Oh no, oh god. Oh, Doran is here, You can't have that, that's bad. Run,
hey, they get back to their Corki, That is something. Oh god, KERIA, he finds the flash angle you knew he was looking for. Once again, Doran goes over the hostile takeover, and they just die.
Oh no. Faker's like,
oh, round 2, baby.
Get that bounty, Kingin.
All right,
just take the bounty.
This is
let him take the bounty in peace.
Oh, he's gonna flash.
Well,
and then goes back in for the bounty. That's what we're talking about. Beautifully done. He did get the
T1 and GNG, so that doesn't help that case.
Well, Doran has decided he's going to kill Jiu, and he might just be able to do that as he does dash on in. There is going to be the bailout as into the backline goes KERIA. The Cyclone does nothing. It's a double kill for Doran. Could just be a triple as he's looking to dash off to Gideon, and yeah, Gideon knows he's dead. There's that triple kill we were talking about. Could we make it a quadra? as Kingin throws needles at him, and Doran is going to be slowed to the point where he just decides that perhaps he'll break the base instead of doing anything else. Calix has decided that this game is not for him, and honestly, who could blame him?
And I'm not going to be changing it. I made my call.
There we go.
About halfway through this game.
Are you not going to flip-flop again? Because
I will not flip-flop.
Previous series, you did do a little bit of that.
I did do a little bit of flip-flopping.
Well, Kingin not going to be making it out of this one alive. As Gwen is unfortunately not immune this time. Jiu going to be doing his best to get out of here as Lahen's the same situation as he decides to fake call his way backwards. They don't have a lot of buttons. KERIA is just fishing for it. Does call it off as Doran.
I think he can go
I think he can just do this against 4 people. There it is. Public Execution is going to connect as he's looking for that backline, dashing everywhere. That is going to be a big shutdown to Jiu, though, as that KERIA vote looking better and better. Also manages to kill Gumushi on the back end of the play.
Oh yeah, we don't want to wait until the final episode to start surfing.
No, exactly.
No, start early as possible.
Yeah.
Every episode, Doran surfing.
This is the better version of Surfing Dracula.
Yes.
You know, this is the one that we want. Take me back. All right, Calix is in a side lane. He's opted out. He really has. But is possibly able to get some bounty gold before this Baron just goes down for free for T1.
He's trying to Chovy, but it's like 2021 Chovying. That's not
some DRX Chovy.
Yeah, the term has changed. Get with the times.
Whoa! KERIA a little bit regretful of the whole scenario. Gets a hostile takeover.
I haven't even talked about the fact that Ocean Soul's taken at some point during it's fine.
As Kingin going to carry a circle forward here. Public Execution once again finds the back line as Jiu able to dance his way out of the way of Faker, but not the taunt as he gets the Justice Punch. Jiu going to get that bailout, but immediately that one's going to exit. The Corki tries to play the video game, and Poppy says no. It's a triple kill for Gumayushi, and T1 going to use this Baron to just finish off this series. A swift, decisive 2-0. Some happy gaming in amongst it. But look, you can't deny it. This team is just looking too good. Only Genji capable of winning since they got back from MSI.
Funniest part, this game was shorter than the previous one. This one was 27 minutes, the last one was 28.
Well, there you go. They felt very similar in length, but I was wrong.
The Lions gave him the pat. All teammates as highlighted. And T1, yet again showing we are a 2-team region as they